Hello and welcome to Solo Playhouse. My name's Matt. Today I am continuing my playthrough of 7th Citadel Dadachaems Awakening. This is part 5 and we're going to continue. So we've been going adventuring and building up our community and our town, our tower. And we're going to continue that adventure. So if you look down here, here is the book Dadachaems Awakening. This is where all the stuff is, and there looks like there's a few more parts to this one. But I'm going to. I've actually. Some people love this. I've got myself a tea. What's the grass tea? Oh, it was nearly there. It's nearly there. Anyway, I know people freak out when I have things. I've got this tea because I needed something a bit calming today, and hopefully that will do. But I'm going to have some honey with it as well. I'm just going to put a dribble of honey in there. And we'll move this stuff off the table. Let me see if it's good. I'm going to leave it for a couple more minutes, I think. Okay, so let's have a bit of a closer look at the next part of Dadachaems Awakening. So we go to the bookmark and we read the next part. So introduction, each player returns all their cards with the keyword temporary. So our focus card goes back to 150. And I think that might be it. As far as temporary cards go, we have quest items, but they don't have keywords. Yeah, unblocks all of their action cards, and we don't have any blocked. Shuffles all their cards in their discard pile into their action deck. So this was our discard pile, and this here, sorry, and these get shuffled back in to the deck. I presume sometimes that doesn't happen because it does that. It seems to do that every new part. Blocks all their cards with the keyword companion. So we still have Ratco blocked, who is good at digging and fighting and equations, it seems like. And then we're going to read this bit of bump. So I am going to finish stewing my chamomile tea. Hello. And I'm just going to put this over here. Give it a quick stir. So it's a little bit sweet. Yes, so let's read this. The appearance of strange cocoons has caused great visible tension in the soldiers' camp. Rilda's men are worried, but she first sought to minimize the situation before abandoning the infected. You hope to convince the disgruntled to turn their backs on her and leave their life of violence for the comfort and safety of the citadel. And to win them over, what better way than with bountiful harvests and an active community, united around the construction of new buildings to take care for the sick and entertain the healthy. But for that you need stone. Okay, and lots of it. Rilda's troops will be back before long, and you fear you will not have the time nor the gear to carve the pieces out of the citadel's rubble. According to Geryon, a former steward of the citadel, there is a quarry in the area of the smoking plain, but he does not know if it is still usable. If it is, it should be possible to send a carriage to bring back blocks of stone, but the singing lane must be able to support the load. You decide to go there to find out for sure. You prepare the wagons for the expedition in case this old quarry can keep its promises. So we have some goals. Primary, convince the henchmen to switch sides. Return to the citadel after making sure the singing lane is passable for wagons laden with stone. When you read the epilogue, you will need to have at least 3 objective cards and a total of 15 or higher when adding together your barrel score, which is our production score, plus 2 for each objective card that you have, plus 1 for each of the following buildings that has been built: dispensary, sanatorium, arena, baths, and tavern. Okay, so we already have a production score of 10, and plus 2 for each objective card. If we need 3, we would be above the 15 anyway. Plus 1 for each of the following buildings that we built: dispensary, sanatorium, arena, baths, and tavern. Well, we can look at that because it's possible. We can look at our buildings. Where are they? Dispensary. Haven't built that. Sanatorium. Nope. Arena. And the arena. What looks like an arena? Can't even see that. Oh, arena. No. Baths and tavern. Baths. No. Tavern? No, I haven't built many buildings at all. Where's the tavern? Tavern, no, I haven't built any of those buildings. So there is a secondary goal: prepare for the confrontation. If, however, you are unable to rally enough henchmen to neutralize Rilda, be prepared to defend yourself to the bitter end. When you read the epilogue, your defense score will need to be as high as possible, and you should save your strength for the battle to come. Okay. So then we go into the preparation phase. You are at the Citadel. So in the preparation phase, we have this card that we got last time: building a bridge palace. You can assist Berold Soberspout of Allenrock and his group in the construction of a bridge palace to cross the crevasse located north of the Citadel. To do this, you will have to return to the Citadel to give instructions for the community to leave the vegetable gardens and go to the construction site. During the preparation phase, if you are at the Citadel and your production score is 10 or higher, you can send a team to help complete the construction of the bridge palace. Banish a green 1/1 card from the adventure deck without revealing it. If you do, we get +1 to our influence, and we take a 99 card, then banish this. So yeah, we're going to do that because our production is 10. So we banish a 1/1 card. So let's have a look. 1/1. Oh, so there's 2 1/1 cards, and 1 is normal and 1 is gold. So we will banish the normal one. If you do, yeah, agree 1/1 it says. If you do, +1 on your influence. So let's get my pencil. +1 on our influence, so we're up to 6 on influence. Then take a 99 card. The 99 cards are great because they are Hope Reborn cards. and banish this. That gets banished out of the game. Now, straight away, at any time you may block this and all of your other Hope Reborn cards so that your character can share 10 life points, but we can do an action. The fruits of your actions are beginning to be felt in the world around you and in yourself. Check one symbol on the Destiny page of the Citadel leaflet and apply its effect. Okay. So, God. So we can select something else. When that's done, it's blocked. So we can pick something that we've already got. Where have I been going? I seem to have been going out this way. Building. Check one box on the building page where a building has all of its box checked. It's considered built in and may apply its effect. I don't think I'm going to be able to do any of those ones. Unfortunately. I'd quite like to get some side quests. I don't know if we should. We could get our defense up just in case. It's at 7 at the moment. It would be at 9. That might be the smart thing to do. So I need to find one of these that I'm already next to. And I don't think there are any. No. There are a lot of things I could build. Is there anything I can build now? A gallows, a forum, to get more knowledge. I don't know if I've done these a lot because I actually get stuff from these. I like the look at the tavern. So I think I'm going to do tavern as I can't. So I'm going to circle this one. So we're going to do some building. And we're going to build, we're going to put one mark on the tavern. And we'll do the buildings in a minute because it's the book has all of that in order. Set all life points counter back to 0, and then depending on player count, one player we get 50. Each player draws 2 cards from their action deck to form their starting hands. We have 2 cards. Each player may unblock some or all of their cards with a keyword companion. For each card unblocked this way, lose 2 life. So we could unblock Ratco. I will unblock him. So we lose 2 life. Down to 48. Ground shiver level is 5, which is how we get around. It was 5 last time. Return all of your Hope Reborn cards that are blocked. So all these cards go back. Remember to look at your side quests. So we do have a side quest, which we got last time. It's the Poisoned Hamlet 409. So we can look this up again. So we'll look at 409. One of the few farmers not in bed that's really active as you enter the room. The whole hamlet is stricken with the same disease. It started after the reversal when half our houses were swept into the crevasse. At first it was just a bad case of fatigue, but recently the illness has gotten worse. 2 of ours died a few days ago. Black sap, what's happening to us? He says before another coughing fit. Write down the poison hammer for on the side quest page of the Citadel. Return the dialogue book. So yeah, going to the crevasse is going to be helpful as well, because I think that might help us with the side quest. Who knows? And so remember to look at your side quest, the cards in the world map. So we have 2 cards in the world map. We need to do more of that as well. And the effects of your buildings. So we're going to get 1 defense, 1 production, and 2 49 cards. We can do that straight away. Glimmer of Hope cards. And that's it. Oh, I didn't want to do the academy. I wanted to do the tavern. So yeah, 1 defense, 1 production. One production, 1 defense. Okay. So we'll put this to one side. And then we have a little bit more text. After several days of walking east, you finally arrive at your destination. The quarry, overgrown with weeds and bushes, has not seen a worker in a long time, but squared off blocks are still stored there. Your journey has confirmed the quickest way to get a team there is to take the Singing Lane whenever possible. It is time to go back and tell Gorian that the site will be able to provide you with all the necessary stone. On the way, you will make sure that the plank road is passable. Otherwise, the cart will not be able to reach its destination. Okay. Put card 245 into play. Each player places their figure onto it, and then we stop reading. When you run low on life points, so you think you've reached your goal, go back to the Citadel, where you can remove the bookmark and read the epilogue. You may save the game as long as the bookmark is here. Okay, 245. So here we are. Several contoured pits yawn open in the landscape. Quarrying equipment is arranged around them. So we put this out, we put our figure on here, and we populate this. So we're going to put level 4 cards out. And they all have Ground Shiver level 5, which is good because that's our level. So we can basically do an action for no cards. We can also look around here. I don't know where this is. West, I think it said. So let's do the look action. So this is 370. A few bones emerge from the earthy soil. An object of value might be buried near the skeleton. If you would rather go on your way, discard this. Otherwise, so this is an immediate action. So we just have to lose, pardon me, 3 cards. If we decide to do it, we have to do it. We're committed to it. And then we will do what it says. So we're going to do that. So basically, I discard 3 cards from my deck. And we read the card. The card says, you finish excavating the bones before widening your search to the surrounding area. Take a 13 card to try your luck. Oh, these 13 cards. Ever since I saw someone say these are the worst thing about this game, I can't get it out of my head. Okay, you are jinxed. Old Cider always said, bad luck is like a fly on a dung heap. It takes its time before it leaves you in peace. Immediately after this is revealed, discard all of your cards with the keyword blessing. I don't have any. The next time you must take 1 or more 13 cards to try your luck. Don't. Instead, consider that all the cards you should have taken are jinx cards, and then discard this. That is absolutely the worst. If Lady Luck is on your side, you unearth a helpful item. If you are jinxed or the card is not available, you do not dig up anything worth taking. So that goes into the past. Oh well. The good thing about this is it gets discarded. I feel like I haven't done this, had this before. I haven't done it properly. Is there anything else on this card? So we're supposed to be making sure these walkways are in a good state. So we walked east, so we're supposed to be going back west. So we're going to look this way. So we're going to go to this one. Our ground shield level is 5, so we flip this. As you walk along the river, you notice a small boat in a sorry state. Waterway. If no waterway can be seen on your terrain card, or you prefer to continue on dry land, discard this. If you prefer to drift with the small boat, I am not, so I'm going to discard this into the past. And we put 391 down. There is only a gold 391. The area is gradually overgrown with thick, impenetrable brambles. The blackened ground suggests that someone has recently set fire to them, but has not managed to make a passable path. All these brambles. So we need a 5 to go there. So we will now move. We're not at our maximum weight, we're at 9, so I'm just going to discard 1 card to move into this area. And we definitely need to look at these brambles. So we will look at card 91. And 91 says, you notice a vein of purplish rock on the stony ground. This goes here. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Just realised. I want to go west. I came east, I want to go west. If you would rather go on your way to start this, you may not take the following action unless you have an Amulet Workshop card or your knowledge score is 7 or more. Our knowledge is 4, and I don't think we have an Amulet Workshop card. No, we don't. So we can't do this, so it gets discarded. Okay, so I'm going to move back the way we should have come. And then we will discover this card. And this is an immediate effect. If you would rather go on... Oh, a link waves to you. Unfortunately, a turbulent river stands between you, rushing so loudly that any conversation is impossible. If you would rather go on your way, discard this. Otherwise, it's an action we have to do. 2+ cards to get 4, or 4+ cards to get 6 if an involved character has a card with the keyword weakness or cumbersome. I do not. This is swim action. I don't think I have anything to help with that. No. So I am unlikely to get it. Oh, it's 2+, so I can draw as many as I want. I want 4. I do have this spare no effort card, which means at any time during the results step, draw 1 additional card and reveal it. So I could, I've got lots of health. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw 4 cards. So let's go to a wider view. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's a save card. 4. And I've got 1, 2, 3, and 1, and an extra bit. So I'm going to use my spare no effort to draw another card. Oh, and I got the 4 there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So you fight against the current to reach the opposite bank. Read 3, 4, 6 in the dialogue book. 3, 4, 6. I really thought you were going to die. You didn't think I had something for you, did you? I was just being polite. As I always am when I meet someone. That's the way we are in the chain. I can take of a letter or a package as long as it is on the Guiborg Mordabla route. Otherwise, the chain will send it via my colleagues. The involved characters return their cards with the keyword ink. No keyword ink. If an involved character has a card with the keyword barter and you want to barter, read 359. I do. I have juggling balls. I don't know why I can barter with them. Well, I guess I can tell them. Let's read 359. I have something that might interest you. Never claimed neither by the recipient nor by the sender, says Link, rummaging in his bag. Take a 50 card. A 199 card and a 299 card. For each card with the keyword barter that involves characters that the involved character choose to return, one of them may... Oh, my goodness me, hold on. For each card with the keyword barter, the involved characters choose to return, one of them may keep one of the cards. Then you must return the cards you do not want. Then, if you want to make conversation, read 369, otherwise return the dialogue book. Okay, so I want a 50 with lots of 50s. So I'm going to yellow 50. And a 51. So I'm just going to shuffle these. So we take a 50, a mysterious sketch. We take a 199. So I'm going to shuffle these as well. A flute. Used to play the flute. And a 299 card. Two 99 cards. There is a gold 299 which we can't use. Oh, thank you, Siri. Good old theory. So a 299 cards. Ooh, a reinforced club. So for each card with keyword barter involved, with the involved characters, choose to return. So we only have one. So we will return this, which is 149. And then we can keep one of these. So we have a mysterious sketch which says, the book, an autobiography written several cycles ago by a waterbank ship owner, is absolutely insipid except for a passage where it mentions a secret, thanks to which the author would have continued to prosper until his retirement. Hidden where no borrower can come and dislodge it, it awaits the day when a successor will appropriate it. On the next page, a sketch has been drawn. And then we would, if we do a climbing action, take a card whose number is equal to the number of your terrain card plus 4, if available. If it is not the right card, return it. We're banking on finding a place. We can have a flute, a small metal musical instrument. Or we can have a weapon, a reinforced club. And this is basically just for fighting, of course. So we can add a card to chained attack, or any fist symbol, fighting symbol, will give us 2 results. And if it's selected during the consequence step, we would roll a die. If we got a 1, it would get blocked. We wouldn't lose it, but it would just get blocked. The flute is interesting, but no. We do have a gladius though, which gives us the same effect in a result, a 1-star result. So this reinforced club is better than our gladius. And we would have to get rid of something because we can't have over 10 weight, which we would do if we took this in as well. What do you think? I don't think the flute. The mysterious sketch is tempting. I don't know, you know, that's a one-time sort of thing that would give us something good, I'm sure. I'm always tempted with the weapons. I think I'm going to take the club, so I will put these back. And then I think if the wait is over, the wait is over. Your carried weight is the total weight of your cards, including your block cards. It may exceed your maximum carried weight. However, as long as this is the case, you may not take the move action on your character card. Yeah, so I think We have got a Dadachaems and a brigandine, and I think the brigandine is better. So I'm going to get rid of the brigandine and I'll put it in the past. Okay, so we have done that card. So now we're going to 176. This is 176. An imposing, dilapidated building stands on a bend in the river. It must be the ruins of Fort Shade, a garrison made infamous after the debacle of the Smoking Plain, in which the Kellyan army suffered one of its greatest setbacks against the borrowers. Okay, so we've got a level 3. And a level 5. Oh, we should have got rid of these cards into our discard. Just move all this up. And then we will move there, so we can discard a card to move. And we can look, I presume, at the fort. So 2, 4, 1. A house stands at the water's edge. Through the half-open door you can see the scant furniture that occupies its only room. Sitting in an armchair, an old man seems lost in thought. You clear your throat, and the man, drawn out of his reverie, invites you to enter. This goes here. I was a foreman at the smoking quarry for a long time. On the wall you notice a drawing of a woman playing a lute. Sorry, still in his voice. My wife, she passed away 3 cycles ago. If you only knew how much I miss her humour. She loved the song Once Upon a Time in Calmwood. They may not take the following action unless you have a card with the keyword music. Can you believe it? That flute had the keyword music. And I was like, no, well, you don't know when that's going to come up. And I don't, that's so funny. And I don't have anything else. And my knowledge isn't several or higher. It's 4. So I can't do that one. That's a shame. I could have played my flute. Okay, I still think I need to be going eastward. So we're going to go to this level 3 one. If your ground shiver level is 5 or higher, we can just flip this card. This is an immediate one. The earth rises up under the force of a ringed borrower. As long as 2 people, and with the gaping maw, it crawls in your direction. Your ground shiver should have alerted you to its presence. So we have an immediate run. We need to get 4 successes. You run away before the burrower reaches you. Okay. We certainly don't have anything to help us with this, but we have to do it. So we have only one chance at this. So I think I'm going to do 5 cards because the consequences of not getting this done are quite bad. So we have a possible 2, 1 on its own. Okay. We've got the 4 we need. But only just. So we did get the 4. So we've succeeded on that test. You run away before the borrower reaches you. Each involved character takes a 0/1 card. You were barely able to stand and you would not mind resting for a few hours on a straw mattress. No wonder how dirty it is. You are exhausted. Immediately after this is revealed, if you are already exhausted, discard 6 cards and return this. We can rest and return it, or we can do an action of discarding 4 cards. We can keep one of those cards and return it. So these get taken out. And we've done that, so that goes into the past, and we reveal 340. The crevasse prevents you from continuing north. Mist swirls between the rocky pillars that rise up from the depths. Here is the crevasse, I think. Okay, there looks like there's some poison on the floor. And some purple stuff. Do you have? I've got 4 Glimmer of Hope. I need 5 to get Hope Reborn card. Diffraction spell. So let us travel. So we discard another card and move here. And then we will look at this. What seems to be a greet action. So 372. And that goes here. You lift the flap to go inside and you find yourself outside, where you were just a moment ago. Strange. You may not take the following action unless you have a mirror card. I do not have a mirror card, I'm pretty sure. Flaglantia, yeah. No, we do not have a mirror card. It gives us a spell thing. But nothing we can use. Okay. So I'm guessing we will... Oh, I should have put a card down here. Sorry when I revealed this one. 3. So this is the way we're going to have to go. So we will investigate this area. And it's an immediate effect. So the ground gives way beneath your feet. You fall into a shallow rock-lined hole. During the following action, the active player is whoever revealed this. During a result step, for each reflex skill card you reveal, gain 1 success. I do have some reflex cards. I'm sure I do. Okay, so I have to do one of these actions. A balance action or a dodge action. We have to get 1 success. Or a chained one. That's weird. So this chain symbol means during the result step of the action, the active player may take the successes shown on no more than the X revealed cards into account, where X is equal to the default cost of the action. But we do have our Taj. Our Taj with a dodge action. If we get 2 symbols, we get 2 protect. I don't think that's going to help us now. Lose 1 life point. It would with the second thing. But as far as anything else goes, it wouldn't help us. What's confusing me is this hasn't got a chain symbol, but this has. But I think it's connected to that. So I think basically what this is saying is we are going to fail this because we can only we can't we can't use one of our cards as a result. So I will do that one, but I will not reveal any cards. So we fail. Not revealing any cards. I don't get it. Yeah, I can't succeed this one. So I lose 1 life point. We take a 13 card to try our luck, but we don't because we're jinxed. So the next time you must take 1 or more 13 cards to try your luck. Don't. Instead, consider that all the cards you should have taken are jinx cards, and then discard this. So this goes out. But we are jinxed, so we take a 3. You are injured. Immediately after this is revealed, if you already injured, take a 0/0/1 card and return this. No, we're not injured at the moment. Immediately after performing a recovery, lose 2 cards. We can do a recovery, but it's just impossible. Yeah, so that is done. And now we're revealing 2, 6, 9. A field of rock pillars stands between you and your destination. Crossing it without falling is a risky option, but it is probably the fastest. So we're going to move all this up again. So we've got a 3 here and a 4 here. So let's move into this spot by discarding the card. Now we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards left. So we will have to reintegrate some cards soon. Here we are. So to move out of this location, we have to discard 3 extra cards. I'm going to investigate here, so it's 2, 7, 8. And 2, 7, 8 says, you decide to take a shortcut over the rocks that are woven through the area, jumping nimbly from one to the other. Oh, really? Okay, so this is an immediate. Your last jump almost sends you to the bottom of a crevasse. With your heart pounding, you sit down in the center of a rocky peak. So we have to think. It's a chain action, so we only drawing. We can draw more than 1 card, but we can only use 1 as a result. If an involved character has a card with the keyword weakness, which I don't think I do at the moment. Oh, I do. I'm injured. We have to do this one. So we have to get 3 results. Crikey. We actually have 2 cards with weakness. We're injured and exhausted. we can use actually arcane knowledge to add an extra card to the result. Because it is the thinking action, and if we get 2 of these symbols, we can draw an extra card, but it's not locked, this one, so two cards for a 3-star result is potentially difficult. So let's draw 3. We need 3 results. Let's draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got the 3. No, we haven't, because we need to, we're just using 2 cards. What? We've got reflex. Immediately after this card is revealed, you may discard cards from your hand in order to take into account the class icons in their result area. I don't think that's going to help me. Oh, I can't quite do it. I should have realised, really. We've only got 2. So we fail. I can take one of these cards. This will get blocked. And we will be able to take one of these cards. Into our hand. So we failed. Paralysed by the thought of making another misstep, you burst into tears. A long moment passes before you manage to set off again. We can keep, actually, we can keep another card. Let's keep that one. And we take a 0-2 card. Gosh, what's this now? Your thoughts are incoherent and you struggle to remain focused. You keep telling yourself, get it together, which is easier said than done. You are confused. Immediately after this is revealed, if you already are confused, discard all of your cards in your hand and return this. Wow, I've got a lot of weakness going on. Right, so that is done. Where was that? 278. Okay. Boy. I think I want to keep going east. So I'm going to investigate this one. The path gradually descends between two rocky escarpments. You walk for a long time before coming to a dead end closed off by walls 4 people high. You must take one of the following actions. If an involved character has a keyword weakness, you may not take the climb action. So I have to lose 6 cards. So it means I'm going to have to put cards back into my deck. So the way I do this is for every life I spend, I get to put 2 cards back in. So I'm going to lose 5 life to go down to 42. And then we'll shuffle these discards to shuffle 10 cards back into our deck. And unfortunately, this is also a recovery action. And my confused and my injured cards have things on them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These get shuffled in. So my confused says immediately after performing a recovery, discard all cards from your hand. And then this one says immediately after performing a recovery, lose 2 cards. Discard 2 cards. So then I'm going to do this. 6 cards, you go back, or you go back the way you came and around the obstacle. So I'm losing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to have to do this all again in a second. So we're revealing 191. And this card is, you are obviously in the area that was once called the 84 Hills. Nowadays, only a few hills remain, surrounded by a forest of ferns. Now, I don't know exactly where we are on the map. So, if you look here, the 84 Hills, and then we are going, I have my other map here, to the Citadel. Yeah, so we have the Inn of Red Spiggy, and then we get back. And I'm not sure if that is the Citadel, but it's around there. And the Citadel is where we're going. So we're getting closer. We also have a couple of places to mark out. One there. And one there. And yeah, these are really going to knock us down. I want to get rid of these. Okay, I've never had this many weakness cards. So we're going to have to recover again because I don't have enough cards to get over there. So I think I'm going to do 10. So 32 down to. So I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 back. Oops. So we got 20 back in. And we're going to move, but it's for 4 because of this area card. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have to discard another 2 for the recovery. And then we move. It looks quite nice here. Is there anything on the map? 84 hills. Yeah, these little boop, 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 hills. Oh, let's investigate. I can't not, so it's 312. Completely lost track of the road there, haven't I? I should have followed it, probably. Yeah, before I do that. In fact, I'm going to retcon a little bit. So I'm going to 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to investigate here. Waterway. If no figure has its base in contact with a waterway on your terrain card, discard this. Otherwise, one character on your terrain card whose figure base is in contact with a waterway must take the following action. No. No. It was not in contact. 296. So this one, this is the icon for this chapter. So I think it's stone. I thought it was bread. But this is definitely the right way to go. You spot a strange mound covering the entire width of the Singing Lane. As you approach, you recognize a giant termite mound. If you leave it, the wooden planks will soon be too damaged to support the weight of a carriage loaded with stones. If you would rather go on your way, banish this and replace it with 296. With the 296 card. Or we can dig. Chained 1+ cards. We need to get a success with this, and I don't know how. Ah, actually, this is a die action. So what happens is it's 5. So Ratko has a dig action, and we can draw 2 less cards, which doesn't really help us here. But if we got 2 flags, which I don't know how many flags we have in our deck, if we do, that gives us a success. So we can keep doing this action. But if we don't get any successes, we have to increase the die's value by 1. So I think for my first one, I will take 3 cards. And I can only take one of these cards into account, but we do have a success. So we knock that down to 4. The task is as thankless as it's grueling, so we discard 1 card from our hand and we don't have any, and we lose 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. And then we get one of these cards. Sorry. So this anticipation will help us a little bit. Okay, so we're going to do it again. So we need, let's draw another 3. So we have 2 cards. Immediately after this card is revealed, you may discard cards from your hand in order to take into account the class icons in their results area. So this one doesn't have any class icons. I'm sorry, you can't see. But we've got another success. This is very slow. We're down to 3. So that we get to keep one of these cards as well. So we'll keep that one. And then we'll use our anticipation during the consequence step. Shuffle 1 card you have revealed back into your action deck. Instead of discarding it, discard this. So we'll put one of these reflex cards back in. Goodness me. And then we must do this again. So we will draw 3 cards again. Wow. This is so slow. So we have 1 success. So we're down to 2. And then we can keep one of these. This will give us a result. So we can do this next time, which means even with one result, we can win. So we'll discard that. And then we will do it one more time, hopefully. And we will draw 3, because I need to get 1 success. Okay, I have 1 success. And then we also, because of these 2, I get any icon. And then I get 1 here. So I can use Ratko's power of getting a success from those 2. So we go down to 1, we go down to 0. So we've done it. I can keep one of these cards, but we have to block this card. It goes under our player, and that gets discarded, being used. And we'll take the improvise. So the path is clear. Take a 101 card. And that took too much energy. Come on now. So we have objective 1. Banish this and replace it with card 296. So this now is just the normal card. A wobbly bridge hangs over the river. The vegetation on the side is gradually taking back its rightful place on the acrid ground. So we need a 302 eventually here, but now we're just taking 4. Let's go here. This is interesting. I think I need to move to this place. That's going to cost me 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to do the 330 action. 3 cards, sorry. 330. And this is in front of a caravan covered in arrow slits. 3 powerful bullocks are grazing on the meager tufts of grass. The vehicle's door is reinforced with metal plates and a huge lock. You admire it for a moment before knocking. You think you notice furtive movement through one of the arrow slits. You may not take the following action unless your influence score is 8 or higher, and it's not. It's interesting because the path has fizzled out, but it goes. There's something that goes that way, but yeah, this is confusing to me. I need 2 more objectives, but I don't know where they're going to come from. So I can't do that one, so I'm going to go south. And it's another waterway card. If your figure's base is not in contact with the waterway, discard this. Well, it's not. So I will. So 302. is this card. The river splits in two and one of the runoffs flows into a basin. I am not sure. Where to go? Very interesting. Because we're supposed to be making sure this is fit for purpose. There is a bridge here, which is kind of fallen down. But there's no way of doing anything, interacting with it. This doesn't seem to be the right way. Maybe by river. Do you know what? I think I'm going to pause here and probably, well, I will definitely play this tomorrow. Because I need to have a think about this. And I've done an hour and a half already. Goodness me. It's gone so quickly. I do like this game, but there's I like it a lot more than 7th Continent. But there is no like way of knowing how far along you are apart from objectives. So I know I've got to get 3 objectives. And the objective is return to the citadel after making sure the singing lane is passable for wagons laden with stone. The singing lane must be able to support the load. There was nothing up here. Very interesting. Okay, I'm going to consider and continue this tomorrow, I think. So there will be a part 2 of this. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.